I've had healthy, immune-competent colleagues develop TB of the spine and TB of the bladder. I am Professor Ryan Blumenthal, forensic pathologist, and this is Lessons for the Living. So one of the most infectious diseases that we see as forensic pathologists is actually tuberculosis. And many of the heroes of medicine have died from TB. So the person who invented the stethoscope died from TB. The person who invented histology died from TB. And actually one of my favorite authors, D.H. Lawrence, died from TB. TB is so infectious that if I have a case and I'm lecturing a group of students, and if they're all Mantoux negative, within 1 hour, if I'm doing a TB positive case, 80% of them will become Mantoux positive. So a Mantoux test, M-A-N-T-O-U-X, it's basically a method used to determine if a person's been infected with the bacteria that causes TB, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It's a tuberculin skin test. It's usually on the arm. TB is so infectious that over my career, I've had 2 colleagues develop tuberculosis. The risk for forensic pathologists and pathologists of catching TB is higher than that of physicians and respiratory physicians. TB is one of our greatest risks at the mortuary. If we hold a glass slide 10 centimeters above a TB infected lung, we will be able to harvest TB bacilli from that glass slide. I've had healthy, immune-competent colleagues develop TB of the spine and TB of the bladder. Incidentally, in the entire history of our field, we've only had 1 forensic pathologist seroconvert in the literature to HIV/AIDS. HIV/AIDS lives for 16.5 days after death. And COVID has been isolated 35 hours after death from the pharynx. So we've isolated COVID-19 virus 35 hours after death from a posterior pharyngeal swab. But still, our most feared infectious disease at autopsy is tuberculosis. These are all personal opinions from my many years behind the autopsy table. It's public health advice from the autopsy table. Please do not sue me. But if you find this helpful, you're welcome to buy me a coffee. The link is in the description.
Voila.